Hey you guys, welcome back to Southern Latitudes. I'm Robin. Did you miss me, you guys? I missed you. I missed making videos, and most of all, I missed being in the garden all week. And I was very sick, extremely sick. And after 3 days, I ended up at the doctor trying to figure out, to make sure it was what I thought it was, and it wasn't what I was hoping it wouldn't be. And all was good, except for the bad news was I had rotavirus. And no, I have not been on a cruise ship. At least I didn't even get that fun out of it. No, it's just going around my whole city. And from what I heard from one of you, Steph, I guess it's going around the state perhaps, because it was in her city too. And it's just the nastiest stomach virus, and all else as well. So we'll not dwell on that, but I'm back and we have a lot gonna go on this weekend. We were supposed to work on the coop last weekend after our flight to South Florida. If you're on the Southern Latitudes Sports Aviation channel, you'll see those videos coming out of our trip down to Okeechobee and then over to Venice and then back up home. And that was great fun. And then it hit me not too long after that. I went to a car show too, and then I started getting sick. And anyhow, so I'm back at it. Everything's doing great. I have a couple ideas. Oh, as I was starting to say, and I totally squirreled on myself, we were supposed to work on that chicken coop, and with me just flat out being in the bed and going to sleep, we just didn't do it. So this weekend's perfect because, as you can tell, it's windy as crap out here. We won't be flying. So it's going to be a stay-at-home weekend, and let's work on the chicken coop while the temperatures are still not 100 degrees, although 90 is bad enough. Well, high 80s, I guess, but it feels like 90s. And anyhow, so here is what's going on. This is the south garden here and the north garden up there, appropriately named for their geographical locations. I have weed messes in there. I have so many zinnias and sunflowers ready to go. I just got to get in there, and it looks like next week we're going to have some absolutely beautiful weather. So after hopefully y'all pray for rain. Pray for rain. We are in a severe drought. This is only green because I am really deep watering it. In fact, I've had to start deep watering all of the food forests, all the trees around. I've been, and everything up front too. Oh, y'all subscribe, like, share, stay with me, ring that bell notification, because I have ordered a massive order from up north, but it's perennials for the front butterfly garden that are meant for zones 9 and 10. Whew, that plane's gonna go over. Anyhow, so I got perennials ordered, and we'll be putting those in. Hopefully they'll arrive next week. They only ship on Mondays or Tuesdays, and it didn't come this week, so it should arrive next week, and then we'll be loading up that front. Some things died, some things didn't, but we're going to put things that are unusual. I have sedums coming. I have different echinacеas, different types of echinacеas. I have hyssop. I have all sorts of, I can't even remember what all I have, but very cool things for the butterfly garden are gonna go in as soon as they arrive. And then let me show you, and we're gonna go through the numbers with how many pounds of vegetables. That's my next video. So be sure to subscribe, okay, so you won't miss out on stuff. So let me show you what's going on today, right this minute, right now. I went to go get chlorine because my pool was turning green without me caring for it, and I happened to notice that my local Ace Hardware, which I love, you guys know I love it, and some of you have figured out where I shop and that you love it too. Thank you for letting me know. And now things are on sale, so you don't necessarily get to use those discount cards or your veterans discount. They do veterans discounts there too, and Jack is a veteran. So anyhow, they didn't have that, but I mean, I couldn't apply that because the deals were already so good. So let me show you what I got. Of course, the chlorine that I went for, that was not on sale. But topsoil, I don't have the receipt with me, but it was like $1.79 or $1.97. There's small 3/4 cubits instead of full cubits, but you know, inflation, shrinkflation. The potting mix, $15.99 a bag for 2 cubits. Okay, now that seems like a lot, but last year on sale I paid $17.99 a bag, so it's down $2 from last year's soil shortage, which was a nightmare. I mean, if you lived through that, you just suffered with the prices, because and maybe not even getting what you wanted. You know, soil was hard to come by, and then when you did, it was expensive. So anyhow, as bad as it was, I just, you know, it's $2 cheaper. I'd be thankful. I look at it from that perspective. And this 4 bags holds me a whole year. I actually have a bag left over from last year because I didn't up pot a lot of things this spring. We went, because we turned hot so quick, I went right ahead and threw things, all those tomatoes, hundreds of tomatoes, right into the garden. Now I will up pot the peppers, so I'll use the remainder of that bag. And then this will all be for this coming fall, and next spring, so of 2024. I brought a little bit more brown mulch because, okay, a couple things. So some of that topsoil is gonna go in here. Oh, I am losing my front yard, y'all, from this drought. I mean, it's always been kind of bad, but seriously, I'm losing it all. But those new plants that I put in a couple months ago, they just need more soil around them, and they need more mulch around them. They're not holding any moisture even when I do get to water them. So you can clearly see that one was a new one, this was a new one, that was a new one. They don't have the root systems that the other had, plus they just don't have enough covering. I don't know, you know, I was kind of slim on the mulch in the first place last fall, but I also just, you know, I need more, need to refresh, make it pretty again. And then this is where, like, the new, there's, I think they were called coral jade sedums or something like that. I'll go make a separate video just with that. The plumeria is waking up. So all these new perennials are going to go in there. This is a golden shrimp plant, and it actually, I thought it was going to die, and it's showing signs of life. This is Amarantha something, purple prince is the variety name. I'll put it down below. So it made it through the winter, and it made it through the hurricanes. This is a really good perennial, excuse me. So, and then we'll fill in these gaps, and I need to go to a box store and find my hedge of Mexican heather. The hibiscus has woken up. In fact, all of them have. Wow, that's a serious gust. So you guys, I have talked your ears off now for several minutes, and I'm ready to get all that stuff unloaded. It's going to be an exciting weekend. We will keep the GoPro going, and we'll just film everything, whether it be in the garden or the chicken coop build.